Hello everyone, let's dive straight into Power BI integration. The formal definition of this integration is the process of embedding Power BI's robust analytical and visualization capabilities directly into your Power Pages or Power Apps, allowing for data-driven storytelling using real-time information from Dataverse. In plain everyday English, it is turning a boring pile of numbers into a beautiful talking map. Imagine you run a local coffee chain called Bean There. You have thousands of receipts stored in your database. If you just look at the list of sales, your eyes will glaze over. But with Power BI integration, you can turn those receipts into a glowing map of the city where the hottest neighborhoods for espresso literally light up in red. Stay with me here because we aren't just showing data, we are showing insights. You've probably seen this at the office when a manager shows a slide with a giant green arrow going up. That is a visualization telling a story. Let's break this down together. We are making our intelligent applications visible. So, now that we've mastered the idea that Power BI is our master storyteller, you might be wondering how we actually invite those charts into our website without writing a single line of code. Well, that brings us right into our next step, which is enabling Power BI in the Power Pages Admin Center. This brings us to enabling the Power BI service. The technical documentation describes this as a mandatory administrative configuration within the Power Platform Admin Center, where you must enable the Power BI visualization setting for your specific portal environment to allow for secure communication between the two services. To speak naturally, it is unlocking the door between two houses. Power Pages and Power BI are like two neighbors who live next door but have a big fence between them. You have to go into the settings and unlock the gate so they can share tools. Imagine a dummy example. You want to show a community cleanup chart on your neighborhood website. If the gate is locked, the website will just show a blank white box. But once you toggle that switch in the admin center, the website says, "Aha, I see my friend Power BI now." You've probably noticed at the office how some tools need permission to talk to each other. This is that first handshake. Let's break this down together. We are setting the foundation for our visual intelligence. So, now that we have mastered how to unlock the gate between our web pages and our data charts, you might be wondering how we pick up a specific chart and glue it onto our homepage. Well, that brings us right into our next step, which is the Power BI Liquid tag and embedding. Now we need to talk about embedding with liquid tags. The formal definition says that Liquid, an open source template language, is used in Power Pages to reference a specific Power BI report or dashboard by its unique ID, allowing it to be rendered directly within the website's HTML structure. In simple everyday English, it's the digital sticky note. You don't have to rebuild the chart on your website. You just write a tiny piece of Liquid code that acts like a sticky note saying, "Hey website, go get the sales chart from Power BI and show it right here." Think of a dummy example. You are building a parent portal for a school. You have a beautiful bar chart showing the school's sports trophies. You don't want to draw that chart yourself. You just put the sticky note on the page and the sports chart appears like magic. Stay with me here because this keeps your website lightweight and fast. You've probably noticed at the office how some websites have live windows that show stock prices or weather. That is embedding in action. Let's break this down together. We are projecting our intelligence onto the screen. So now that we've mastered how to glue our charts onto the page, you might be wondering how we make sure that a customer can only see their data and not the private financial secrets of everyone else. Well, that brings us right into our next step, which is row level security, RLS. This brings us to row level security, or RLS. The technical documentation defines RLS as a security framework that uses DAX filters to restrict data access at the row level based on the identity of the user, ensuring that different users see different data even when viewing the same report. In plain language, it is the magic sunglasses. Imagine everyone in the company looks at the same global sales chart. But when a salesman from Delhi puts on his Delhi sunglasses, the chart only shows the Delhi sales. When the manager from Mumbai looks at it, the chart automatically switches to Mumbai. You don't have to build 50 different charts. The data hides itself based on who is logged in. Imagine a dummy example. You have a personal fitness portal. When I log in, I see my weight loss graph. When you log in, you see your graph. Neither of us can see the other's progress. You've probably noticed at the office how confidential reports work. RLS is the invisible guard that makes that happen. Let's break this down together. We are making our visualizations secure and personal. So now that we've mastered how to protect our data while showing it off, you might be wondering how we can use the brain of Power BI to actually predict what will happen next month. Well, that brings us right into our next step, which is AI insights and forecasting in Power BI. Let's dive into AI insights and forecasting. The formal definition describes these as built-in machine learning features in Power BI, such as anomaly detection and smart narrative, that automatically analyze data patterns to predict future trends and explain the why behind the numbers. To put it very simply, it is the crystal ball. It doesn't just show you what happened yesterday, it tries to guess what will happen tomorrow. Imagine a dummy example. You're looking at a line chart of your bakery's bread sales. Suddenly, there is a giant spike in sales on a Tuesday. The smart narrative tool writes a small paragraph next to the chart saying, sales increased by 40% because of a local festival. Stay with me here, because this is where the app starts talking to you. You've probably noticed at the office how some charts are hard to read. AI insights are the subtitles for your data. Let's break this down together. We are turning numbers into answers. So now that we have mastered how to use the crystal ball to see the future of our data, you might be wondering how to make sure these charts look great on a tiny mobile phone screen just as much as on a giant office monitor. Well, that brings us right into our next step, which is responsive design and mobile optimization. Finally, we reach mobile optimization and UX. This technical area focuses on using the mobile layout view in Power BI desktop to rearrange your charts and tiles so they fit perfectly on a smartphone, ensuring that the intelligent experience is available to your users wherever they are. In our relaxed classroom tone, it simply means the pocket dashboard. As a trainer with many years in the game, I have seen that if a dashboard doesn't work on a phone, people won't use it. You take your big office report and you squish it and stack it so that a worker out in the field can check the latest inventory with one thumb. Imagine a dummy example. A delivery driver is stuck in traffic. He pulls out his phone and sees a bright red anomaly detection dot on his map showing a road closure. He didn't have to wait for a phone call. The intelligence was right in his pocket. Let's break this down together. As builders, we are the architects of convenience. We've looked at the master storyteller, unlocking the house gate, the digital sticky note, the magic sunglasses of security, the crystal ball of forecasting, and finally the pocket dashboard. We've mastered Power BI integration. You now know how to build a window into your application's soul. Well, that brings us right into our next chapter,